Welcome once again to my channel. Today we'll be learning how to make yam sauce, yam with egg sauce. Feel relaxed, watch and learn. Today I'll be using yam with its peel. It's my first time trying yam with its peel. I like trying new things, and I assure you that everything is possible. So if you're here and you're just learning, feel relaxed, watch and then enjoy the moment. So I remember I had a little yam at home. I needed to make dinner. I had to pick it up, washed it. I didn't just wash it with my hand because I knew I was going to put it into the pot. I had to pick up my iron sponge and then scrub it. So I did this to ensure I had a very clean yam surface before cutting it and then putting it to boil in my pot. You may decide to peel the yam first. It's the decision you make. But I just wanted to prepare my own yam this way. Actually, this helps to preserve the nutrients inside the yam. So this yam has stayed for more than weeks. That is why you saw that I'm not a fan of eating yam, except it is pounded yam. Then you'd see me preparing yam. But if it is just yam sauce, it's once in a blue moon. So you cut the yam to the shape you feel like cutting your yam. It could be X shape, it could be Y shape, it could be singular, it could be plural, it could be round, it could be rectangular, it could be square. So it's all your choice. For me, I prefer cutting it. The yam I eat solid, as in the yam I'm used to make prepare with sauce. I prefer cutting it this round, and also I make it very slim. Remember in my other video I told you that if you are coming to my house, just get prepared to eat soft food. I don't like eating hard food, and we don't like eating hard food here. Whether it is rice, whether it is beans, whatever it is, you have to cook your food to be extremely soft so that we'll all enjoy it together. So I finished cutting the yam into bits, into several circular bits, and then I rinsed it and then put it into my pot. And also I like to use pressure pot while cooking. This reduces the time I use to cook my food, and also it saves me gas, and it even makes my food more softer, and I feel comfortable and I like eating it. So if you see my yam being extremely soft, please don't feel bad about it. It is a choice I have made. You can make your yam to be strong. It's your decision. But for me and my household, we love soft yam. So I prepared the yam like so, and then I had to cut out that part that was somehow so that it won't look anyhow after preparing it. Okay, let's continue. After doing that, I picked up the next one that had similar dents, and then I cut it off. After cutting it off, I ensured I had a clean yam, and then I placed it back into the pot, and I ensured so you can feel the water to the level at which you want to fill it in your pot. It could be lower than the yam, it could be at the yam level. to be above the yam level, but I just had to make my own a little below the yam level, because if I don't do that while the yam is boiling, the valve will open and the water from the yam will spill out and will mess up the entire place, and I don't have that time to clean up like that. And so I try to prevent whatever will cause me stress. So whatever decision you make during cooking, it's yours. I placed it on fire and then I started prepping what I was going to use for my sauce. Normally I use lots of onion, but this time a lot of tomato. Yes, an onion, but this time around I didn't have enough. I decided to add this sachet tomato from Terra. So I added garlic, and then garlic and onion would be my best flavor. And okay, I started slicing my onion, my tomato. You can choose the method you intend using to slice your tomato. You may like your tomato very tiny. You may also like your tomato very big. You may want to slice it with a round shape. Some may want to slice it in a star shape. Whatever shape you feel is what you admire. That should be the choice of what you'd use toward preparing your sauce. For me, I can slice it like so. I can slice it any other way I want to slice it. So it depends on um, how you want it. So after slicing my tomato, I realized it was actually extremely small, and I was like, how am I going to cope? Because my intention was not really to use a tin tomato and fresh. I had the intention of using just fresh, but since it was already late, I couldn't go out. Nigeria has done us well. I sent for them to get me this tomato, and this is what I got. My expectation wasn't this, but well, what do you expect? I had to take it in good faith and see how I would be able to manage with the combination of a sachet tomato. After I was done slicing the fresh tomato, I now decided to go slice the garlic. Just the same way I said, you can slice your tomato the way you want. You can as well slice your garlic the way you want. It's all your choice. Cooking has different method. Some persons will want to use the knife to press it down flat before they now start chopping it. I chopped my onion as well. You may want your onion very big. You may also want your onion very tiny. You may want your onion in cubical shape, in circular shape, whatever shape you want your onion to be. It's also your choice, because cooking is an art. Yes, it comes from imaginations, from your mind. So however you want to design your meal, it's all in your mind. It's only you that knows it. Aside from what is in the book, you know it better, and you can even do it better. So, slicing or chopping the onion, it's also a choice on what you like or what you don't like. So after I was done chopping the onion, as you could see, I had to pick up the bigger sizes and then we slice them. I had to slice my pepper. Mind you, this pepper I sliced it. I only used one pepper because the pepper terra has pepper inside it, and I have a little baby that wants to eat it. So I was very conscious of the fact that a little baby was going to eat it as well. At a point in time like this, everybody has to adjust, and the adjustment has to favor everyone. It was still spicy, but even these other young boys don't like pepper, especially the youngest. Put pepper in the food. You're on your own. He would leave it for you to eat. So I had a choice of adjusting so so that everyone would enjoy. So I added groundnut oil to my pan, allowed it to heat up. After it heated up, I now came in with my onion. I came in with my onion, saute, stirred, fried, and then ensured at least I scented the onion flavor before I now added garlic to it. I like pairing those two a lot because of the flavor it gives me. It gives me a very unique flavor. So whenever I I prepare items like this. It could be sauce. It could be it could be sauce. It could be rice. I always ensure I go down with those two ingredients. So while I was stirring, I didn't allow it to burn because my fire was very strong. So you can reduce your fire to a minimum heat before your food gets burnt. I came in with my garlic. I stirred it alongside, and when I found out that the two of them blended, giving me the unique flavor I perceived, I now came in with I now added my tomato. As it is onion and garlic, you see heating up. Then I added my tomato instead. And added pepper as well. Those two vegetables, I ensure they always go together. But there might be a time I will have Cameroon pepper and I need a very unique flavor. What I would do is that my pepper would also be my base ingredient to give me the actual flavor I need. Because it's not every time I would add curry, add thyme, add bay leaf, add rosemary. Most times, these three ingredients paired together gives me a very great result. It all depends on how you handle them. So I continued stirring and ensured water was dried in the pan before I poured in my egg. Some persons may not allow the water to dry, but for me, that water must dry because I don't want my egg to smell raw into my nose when I am eating it. I need it to have a unique taste blended with onion and garlic flavor. So I poured in my egg, Some persons like their eggs to scatter completely, but for me, I don't like my egg to scatter. At least, let me have a small mold of egg inside that I can see, remove it to eat. So after pouring the egg, I shook it, and then after heating it up for a while so that it won't get burnt underneath, I started stirring it like so. I didn't just stir it left, right, left, right. I went in different direction so that it will give me the desired result. You can overturn it, as in put your frying spoon on a and then turn it upside down. That's not what I actually wanted to use to stir, but since I had already started using it to fry, I now had to continue using it. I had a flat spatula meant for this purpose. So almost at the end of this sauce preparation, I realized my egg was too much and I didn't have that fresh tomato sensation, because from the beginning I had already forgotten the sachet tomato I needed intended using. So I was like, what am I going to do? These eggs are just too white. The sauce is just too white. And I don't like it. Color presentation in my meal is so very important. Yeah. I said, okay, you can cook anyhow you want to cook and you can get the desired result of whatever you want. I thought, I stood back and then thought of what to do. But I said, okay, I have never tried this one. I'm going to try it. I said I was going to put the sachet tomato now that the sauce is already prepared, or the egg is already done. And mind you, you get the nutritional value of tomato when you heat it so much or heat it up for a long time. That is when the nutritional value of a tomato comes up. So I now, with the addition of the sachet tomato which you saw, it changed the color of the sauce, and I was, yeah, this was a lot better. So with that, I left it to heat up in the pan for a while after I finished mixing it up and ensured I had a uniform mixture. I left it in the pan to heat up for some time to ensure it was done. So after I was satisfied that it was done, I was like, what is this going to taste like? Because I have never done this before. But anyway, I was like, however it comes out, we'll all eat it. It is called food. So that I was complete. I was already done making the sauce. So, and it was ready. I dished it into the plate for the children. I now picked up my yam. Remember, I was cooking my yam with the peel. I started peeling the yam. So, um, since I made my yam with peel, I cannot just serve it like that. I had to peel the yam. It was extremely soft, just the way I liked it. And I was very careful so that it will not just break into two. See how soft it was? That glaze had some kind of yam peel entering inside the yam, so I had to pull it out. So I did it for all the yams that I sliced and cooked, and then I was like, Wow, I love this. But that yam was extremely hot to handle. So I was like, hey, I'm in front of the camera. How am I going to handle this yam? It was damn too hot. It was burning my fingers. And I was like, wow, wow. You must make video whether you like it or not. But not for this camera. I would have just used another method and boom, I would have finished. But I had to, at the least be patient and learn to handle it just like this. You can also cook your potato this way without peeling it, and then after cooking, peel it. Same way you cook cocoyam, you can do the same thing without peeling it. After cooking, you peel it. It helps to preserve the nutrients that is found within these tubers. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and in case you want to learn other preparations of meal, you can always stop by and see what we have here. Thank you for watching.